Always remember, Emily. We found you outside a church and we took you in, gave you food and water. This house has rules and you have to respect them if you want to stay with this family. You're not allowed to open the basement and you're not allowed to use the landline. If you want to call someone, you have to tell me first. That was Daniel, the man I was living with at his house. Daniel was actually a good person to me. One day, I was sitting in the house when I heard a knocking sound coming from the closet in the storage room. I had never gone into that room before. I walked inside and went over to the closet. I tried to open it, but of course it was locked. So I grabbed a pair of pliers and broke the lock on the door. When the door opened, I was terrified. There was a little girl inside with blonde hair. She couldn't have been more than 10 years old. She was wearing pajamas that looked like they hadn't been washed in years. It was obvious that the girl hadn't been allowed to shower for a long time either. She was also chained by her hands. What the hell is this? I tried to calm her down, but then I heard Daniel coming back from outside. I tried to close the closet quickly, but I wasn't fast enough. Daniel walked in and saw me. He looked extremely angry. "What are you doing?" He covered my mouth, pushed me away, and started pulling me hard by the arm. He pulled so hard that I bit him, but he didn't let go. Then he opened the basement door. He had always told me I was never allowed to go down there. He threw me down the stairs, and my head hit one of the steps. "You weren't supposed to open that." I started hitting him. "Are you crazy? Why are you doing this to us?" He started dragging me across the floor and choking me even harder. But then I saw a piece of broken glass on the floor. I grabbed it and stabbed him in the leg. I ran as fast as I could and took the little girl with me. He chased after us like a maniac. We got out of the house and started screaming until the neighbors heard us. They called the police and told them what had happened. Do you know what they found? 2 other girls were being held prisoner inside that house. It turned out Daniel was involved in human organ trafficking. Sometimes he would even put the victims inside a washing machine and lock them in there as a form of torture. And this is a real picture of me, if you'd like to show it on your channel. 10th Street, please. Sure, man, hop in. There was something I didn't understand. When the taxi driver looked at me, I felt like something changed in his eyes. He didn't look like some dangerous criminal or anything. No, he looked completely normal, but something about him made me feel uneasy. We kept driving until he suddenly turned onto a side street. I've never seen this road before. Man, this isn't the way. Don't worry, it's a shortcut. A few seconds later, I noticed he started slowing down. Then he stopped completely. Within seconds, I saw a hand coming from outside the vehicle, holding what looked like a cloth. It was pressed over my nose. I tried to fight back, but I couldn't. Then everything went black. When I woke up, I was in a strange place. There were 2 bright lights pointed directly at me, and a camera was in front of me. One guy walked in. He looked like a thug, and there was pure evil in his eyes. Then another guy came in and started talking. "Good morning, champ. Hope we didn't hurt you." "Who are you? What do you want?" "We're the ones who kidnapped you.
We're recording you because we're going to put you on the dark web. I'd heard about the dark web before. I knew it was a dangerous part of the internet where people could find all kinds of disturbing and violent content. You guys are insane. As soon as I said that, he slapped me across the face. We're not insane. You're here because we're going to make money off you, and then we're going to kill you. Do you know how many people are going to watch the video we're about to record? More than 600,000. And do you know how much they're going to pay us? Then he pointed at the huge guy standing nearby. All right, start. The huge man was holding a cage. Then I heard a sound I knew very well. A rat. He took it out of the cage, grabbed it, and tore it in half with his bare hands. Then he started moving towards me. I tried to stand up, but I couldn't. I was strapped tightly to the chair. The man started beating me, trying to force me to eat the rat. The feeling was horrifying. The taste was disgusting. I started throwing up everything in my stomach, but they didn't care. They brought the other half of the rat and forced me to eat that too. This continued for about half an hour. After that, they untied me and took me into a dark room. I spent the entire night throwing up. For an entire week, they forced me to eat raw animals every day. I'd had birds before. I even had to eat small dogs. I started getting extremely sick. I felt like I was dying. Honestly, I had completely lost hope. Until God sent me a sign that meant He was with me and hadn't abandoned me. I heard police cars outside. Then I heard someone shouting, "Run! Hurry!" The police stormed the place. The moment I saw them, I started crying. I was crying so hard that I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital. A doctor told me that I had developed a very serious illness because of the things I had been forced to eat. He told me I would need treatment for some time. My family was there with me. I asked them, "How did the police find me?" They told me that when they realized I had disappeared and hadn't been seen for several days, they became extremely worried. They reported me missing. Thankfully, the police were able to check surveillance cameras and track me down. The police told me I was lucky they found me when they did. They also told me that inside the warehouse where I had been held, they found more than 6 people. They were all dead. Apparently, the kidnappers were planning to force me to eat the bodies of those people later. I also found out that some taxi drivers sometimes work with gangs like this. You get into their car and they take you directly to the gang in exchange for money. Thank God I survived what happened. Ever since that day, I stopped taking taxis. And you guys need to be careful too, because the situation isn't safe. Honestly, it's terrifying. And this is a real picture of me. But please don't reveal my real name. If you've made it this far into the story and you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and hit it now. It really helps and encourages me to keep uploading these stories. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new stories and can be one of the first people to watch them. I'll see you in another terrifying story.